Hello, strong people. Week 6, day 1 of Iron Grizzly Classic Prep. We're almost there. I can tell that we are less than 2 weeks out because I don't want to be in here. That's pretty much how it goes for the last 2 weeks out, the last 2 weeks of prep. The prep is pretty much done. The real heavy stuff was done last week. It's not that this week is light. It's just that last week was the heavy, really heavy. And then I would argue that the second week or 2 weeks out from prep is harder than 3 weeks out. Yes, the weights are lighter, a little bit lighter. Well, considerably lighter, I would say. But after coming off of a really heavy week like that, you're a little bit fried. So trying to do, still heavy-ish weights while just being tired and fatigued, I think is harder than doing heavy stuff fresh. So I don't want to be out here. My body's just kind of tired. I also came home today from work and I started snacking on some Easter stuff. Like I ate like a little single-sized bag of ranch Doritos, and then I had like a Cadbury egg, which I don't even really like. I just had it. And then some Skittles. I went on like a little mini junk food binge. And then I started trying, I was eating like, we got like a sample pack, not a sample pack. We got like a bag of like all these different like crackers and like kind of weird cookies. And I sampled a couple of those only to realize that they were all like 2 years old. So if I am sick the next couple of days, it's probably why. My own fault. I didn't realize that they were older. I thought this was like newer stuff. Whoops. Anyway, that's not important. Well, it might be important. It's not important yet, but it might be important in the next couple of days. So we'll see if I end up sick from eating moldy cookies. Let's hope not. But anyway, I don't even think I've mentioned what I'm doing today. It's press day, as usual, for day 1 of the week. We got 2 sets of 5 at 300 pounds. So probably going to do what I've been doing, where it's I'm going to do a Viper set and then a push press set, and we'll call it there. And then I don't even know what my accessories are. They're not too crazy. They're pretty low rep range, not many sets. I don't know for sure, but let's just get the log out of the way, and then we'll see what happens after that, as usual. So let's get warmed up. All right, log is done. I've been sitting over there for like 10 minutes at least, just sitting. I honestly don't feel good after that. I didn't feel great coming into it. I was just a little fatigued, which to be expected at this point in prep. But I just don't feel great. And I attribute that to the junk food I ate before coming out here. A little bit of, sugar or whatever before coming out to train is not the worst thing in the world. It's that fast burning energy. Not that I probably need a bunch of carbs right before a workout session. I do a little bit. Sometimes what I'll do is like a rice cake or two, and with a little bit of peanut butter and honey on it. Some quick burning carbs. The fat and the peanut butter is a little bit more long sustaining. Is that a good way to put it? And then a little bit of protein. Not much really. Not that I want. You don't really need protein pre-workout like that. You're not burning protein as energy during a workout, so not really a priority. Not saying you shouldn't have protein, before and after a workout, like hours before or after, but right before, not really going to change a whole lot. But what I do have next, I feel like there was something else I was going to say. Yeah, I'm going to set up for the next workout, the next exercise, but I'm just like, ugh. It's really humid in here too. It's actually humid enough that I was not tearing calluses, but I was having some skin peel off. Just doing that. Humidity and grip do not go together well. So, but I didn't even talk about actually the press. So it was fine. Vipers were a little bit off. I kept pushing to the left a lot. Not pushing to the left. My left side was just lagging a whole bunch. My last rep was the best rep. I think I was just being lazy. Last rep on Vipers, I should say. But then I did push press. I did those, both Viper and push press, were about the same. Took me about the same time, which is pretty cool. Push press felt very good. The second rep, I was getting lazy on the clean, which is just stupid, my own fault. So I made sure that my cleans were better on the next 3 reps after that. So not really much to say. This moved pretty well for It's only 300 pounds, so that should be pretty easy for me. But 2 weeks out, I'm happy with how that moved, even though I don't feel that great. So I think I have football bar press outs next. I can't imagine I'm going to be able to go as heavy as I did last week on those 4 plates for reps, or 6. I think it sets of 5 today, so I would like to go heavier like that, but the way I'm feeling right now, I don't know that it'll happen. So I'm going to try to drink some water. I don't know if I'm dehydrated or something, because it is really hot. I'm sweating a lot. But I don't know. We'll just get set up for it and see what happens, as usual. I'm ready to talk to the audience, all 25 of them. You probably can't hear me that well, but I'll do my best. 3 sets of 8, wide grip, lat pull down, neutral, wide grip, lat pull downs. 3 sets of 8. Ugh. I think that was 8. My dogs and wife are in here watching me. I have spectators today, so I don't know if you can see him, but he's over here. Hi, buddy. There's the other one. I was surprised at how good the press outs felt there. I actually did go up to what I think is 415. I don't know what that bar actually weighs, so my director's watching me closely. I think that bar weighs 45. I know I've weighed it before, but I honestly don't remember ever. So I know it's more than last week because I put more weight on the bar, so that's good enough for me. What sets did I do? I've only done 1. Let's do another. I have another topic I want to talk about. So I'm going to try to talk Strongman Corp Nationals. Oh, buddy. Yeah. Strongman Corp Nationals is releasing an event a day this week, I guess, which is pretty cool. I like that idea. I do think they should release the events a lot earlier, but that's whatever. But anyway, God. I don't know. I'm going to keep talking. I don't know if you hear me or not. Maybe I'll subtitle it. Probably not. But anyway, the first event they announced is a max overhead press off blocks, just like the Arnold did with the big jerk, whatever they called it. Which is, I knew it. I called it months ago that this was going to come up on a show. I don't know. I'm probably not going to do nationals just because of where it falls. There's online qualifiers for OSG starting in July, ending in end of August. Then there's Strongman Corp Regionals, which I want to do, but it's in the middle of July. A month after that is the Pro-Am, and then there's 3 other OSG qualifiers, actual physical shows in August. So it's too much. So, and the Nationals is like either 2 weeks I think it's 2 weeks after the Pro-Am or something, or maybe 3 weeks, a month, somewhere in there. But it'd be a short prep. So I would love to do all of those, but it's just not possible. So ideally, I can't do nationals because I'm a pro. But you know, that's a tall task, of course. So I don't know. I want OSG to announce where it's at. Well, actually, I've been hearing it's Dallas, Texas, actually, which would be pretty cool. So I don't know. My year is really up in the air right now, so we'll figure it out. Last set. I would love to do a press off of blocks like that. I tried doing like a split jerk years ago, messing around, and my coach was like, "You're not a gazelle." But if I tried, I know I could do it. I know I could. So I'd like to have that as a tool if possible. So we'll see. If we were going to do that, it probably would have been a good time, like during off season, to throw it in there. Because you got to build confidence in a movement like that. Throw and catch, you got to be ready. You have to know what you're doing. So they could take forever to learn, and I don't know if we're in a position to do that. So, and I trust my press for sure. But even a compromise, I could do a behind the neck press, behind the neck push press. But I don't have the mobility for that yet. So that's something else that I want to work on if it comes up, because that's going to be months of work trying to be able to do that. And it just makes more sense. It's more efficient. You can put more leg power into the bar, so we'll see. But that was a whole lot of talking. And tomorrow, rest day, Wednesday, deadlifts. No third day this week. I do have like a miniature event session, but no day 3, no secondary press day today, which is typical for 2 weeks out from the show. So I will see you guys Wednesday for some banded deadlifts. Until next time, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.